Starting this week's occasional vlog slightly differently. We are in Bullet Road, South Liverpool. We're going to a church. We haven't become born again. There is a concert on tonight by a Wing Victory for the Sullen.
This week.
Yeah, there'll be 2 churches this week. Concert by a band called a Wing Victory. Well, a duo called a Wing Victory for the Sullen. I bought a record by them from before Christmas. It's in a Grade 1 listed church, so that should be quite impressive. So we'll show you when we get there. We probably won't show much of the concert because we'll be watching it. But yeah, we'll let you know what we think on the other side. Wow, that looks kind of ominous from out here. We think we have to go down here, but we're not sure. I can see people there, so we'll see how we get on. It's always a bit like this when you go to a gig, especially in a weird place. Never know where the entrance is. Well, this isn't where the gig is. It's quite an impressive building all the same. We're just in the queue to get a drink. Get the local beers as well. And this would be the venue for the evening. Kind of feel like we've interrupted a cult. Very pretty.
The atmosphere was amazing.
Very special at home, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The lighting and the, as you said, the atmosphere.
Yeah.
It was very different.
It was almost like the lighting was almost like, it's going to sound really funny, but it's like heavenly.
Yeah.
The way it's like God rays coming from behind, like when you see them coming through the clouds.
It was very cool. Very impressed with that. It's Saturday. We had a good gig last night, as we mentioned. I did actually buy a record while we were there, so I might listen to that in a bit. But yeah, it's Saturday, and Gemma's in work. I'm going to do some cooking today. I'm going to cook one of the recipes that Anne and Pat, our viewers and friends, gave us a little while back. I'm just going to turn the printer on actually because I'm here to print some things in the back bedroom. Yeah, I'm going to cook a chilli later on. Here we go, hang on. This thing's going to get noisy in a second. I need to take the... I've got some marble coloured PLA, which is new. I've picked a few new colours over the time that I've been off not vlogging as much maybe. There's a nice purple. It's called Midnight Blue, but it looks more purple. Silver, I think I might have shown before, I don't know. The marble one's really nice. It, like, you can effectively print like small statues because it's a marble effect. And I'm just going to use black today because I just want to do something practical and not silly. So what's been going on? Not much. You saw I went to the gig yesterday. I'm just actually checking on my computer as well because I don't want to focus on negative, like bad things and bad news that's going on in the media, but obviously there's a lot of mention of the COVID-19 outbreak that is occurring. And I was like feeling a bit helpless about it and wondering what I could do, if anything, to help. And I found that folding at home distributed computing and BOINC Manager you can install on your PC. And so this one I've installed, I'll show you a second. It's this little doodad here. Rosetta at Home it's called. University of Washington Biology. Determine three-dimensional shapes of proteins in research that may ultimately lead to finding cures for some major human diseases. So it's probably not going to do a huge amount, but basically when my computer's not being used, which is most of the time, I don't use this computer a lot, it sits in the background and calculates stuff that's going to help medicine and stuff. So I thought that was quite a cool thing to just do. It's not really costing me anything other than the power to run this computer. What else has been going on of late? Not a lot really. Plans for the weekend? Well, we actually have my sister's daughter's christening tomorrow, Sophia. She's actually getting christened in the church where I used to go to when I was a little kid. I'm not a religious person anymore. Well, I wasn't a religious person then really, but I did go to church occasionally. Yeah, we're going to go along and support the family, so that should be a nice day. I'm not sure what, if anything, we will vlog of that, so that's why we kind of started the vlog last night at the gig, so we thought we'll make it 2 days, but it'll be Friday, Saturday. So you got to see a little bit of the Wing Victory for the Sullen gig. The gig was really fantastic. The church made for a very atmospheric setting for a concert, so it was very, very impressive. And the lighting and the smoke machine that they were using just to give a real nice atmosphere. So I really enjoyed that. I'd consider going to more gigs in that style. It's more concerts, I suppose. It's more of a... they play pieces rather than songs, although they did say songs. Support was a little bit more eclectic. Daniel Vall. It wasn't as structured as a Wing Victory for the Sullen sort of music. But it was quite interesting actually. We'd heard 1 or 2 tracks before we went, and I was kind of a bit worried he was going to be a bit too out there. But he seemed like a nice guy, and his music was actually quite pleasant, I thought. Gemma wasn't as big a fan as me. But anyway, enough wittering on. I am going to get this printer printed. I'm going to print a battery tray, because I'm constantly losing batteries in the cupboards downstairs. So I'm going to print a little tray that you can stick batteries in. And then I'll speak to you later when I'm doing some cooking, because I need to change the battery on this camera. I think I mentioned in the past that this 3D printer is like a round of golf in that it can go either way. The last couple of weeks have been more like that time when you would snap the putter in half because you were so frustrated. This extruder broke. I upgraded it with a better one. So I thought, with the better one then had a weak spot that broke. So now I've upgraded it with a pretty red one. If in doubt, always go for the nice colourful one. I've been having various issues. I have a feeling this bed's going to fail again like the old one did, because I've been having various issues with stuff sticking to it. If that does happen, I'm going to try something different. I'm going to get rid of this glass bed and have magnetic strip bed, which is another way you can do this. There's lots of different ways of maintaining your bed, as it were. The other thing you can do is stick down painter's tape, masking tape, and print straight onto that. So yeah, lots of options. But the glass beds just generally give a nice finish on the bottom because they're nice and smooth. And that is the battery holder that I've downloaded by someone called Noonie from Thingiverse. This is the website I use for all of this stuff. All of the stuff I don't design myself. I have done some badges and stuff that will be hopefully distributed amongst some of our viewers if we see them in theme parks in the future. I'm still working on designs for that. But the print is now just about to start. Now that print there is going to take 5.5 hours at least. So that should keep this thing busy for the rest of the day. And I'm not going to sit here for 5.5 hours and film it for you. I just want to make sure it gets started okay. Down in the kitchen, and the sink is dripping, and I've also left the fridge open. Yeah, I'm going to make a chilli. There's not a huge difference between this chilli and other ones that I have made on the channel previously. But the way I do chilli is I use mince and diced beef, so we get a chunky chilli. And today I am going to use the Clubhouse chilli sauce that Anna Pat gave us. Sauce. It's a spices mix. And what I need for this is ground beef, 500 grams of. I've got too much beef. Kidney beans we're not going to include, so that makes up for the beef. Tomato sauce, we're going to put more tomato in, and a quarter cup of water. This isn't a slow cooker recipe, but I'm doing it in the slow cooker because I'm reckless. I'm going to brown off the beef and the beef. I am also possibly going to add some frozen onions, because it doesn't mention adding onions on this. We just have like a bag of frozen onions, we just throw them in because it adds nice flavour to stuff. And I might add a splash of booze. I do tend to cook with a bit of booze. Most of the alcohol actually burns off during the cooking process normally, but apparently with a slow cooker that might not entirely be the case. Because of the lids on, it constantly cycles. So the alcohol flavours can be quite strong, so you're not supposed to use as much alcohol in them. But anyway, I'm going to start frying some meat. You can tell when the kitchen's even worse than it normally is because I don't film the cooking process. I'm treating us. I'm cutting up a real onion instead of using a frozen one. Ooh, treats. Well, that's the onions done, and the beef done. Beef's underneath. There's some tomato paste in there, there's an oxo cube, there's some chilli flakes. You know me, I follow these recipes and then completely ignore them and change them and do other things with them, and that's exactly what I've done here. So now I'm going to add some passata, chopped tomatoes, and the spice mix, which is there. And this will look nothing like this because I didn't put beans in it, which Gemma doesn't like kidney beans. I think I'm going to add some Worcester sauce as well, because why not? It comes to something when it looks good enough to eat before it's even cooked. So that's the record that I bought yesterday. It's a wing victory for the Sullens, the Undivided 5. Slightly distracted, I said Minion TV nearly there, because local Liverpool band Minion TV have got together again just to chat about the recording of their first album, which is 10 years old. They're a post-rock band that I watched play a few times in Liverpool. A post-rock cinematic type thing, instrumental music, the kind of stuff I generally like. And their album came out 10 years ago, and it's actually just under 10 years since I saw them live the first time, supporting And So I Watch You From Afar. I did say the other week I was going to build a Lego set, I never did, and I'm just going to fish it out the bottom here. This is the Lego set I'm going to try and build this weekend, because this is a fairly limited one. It's called Lego Former, and it's a fish, a mechanical fish. Hang on, I'll just pause the video. Yeah, so this was actually issued as a crowdfunding experiment that Lego did that probably wasn't all that successful. They ended up with a load of stock left and stuck it on the website, so I picked it up. But it's really cool, so hopefully we'll get a chance to build this weekend and you can have a look at it. Hello, just listening to some tunes, but my 3D print for the day is done, and that is this. So I can pop the batteries in the top, they're rolled out in the front, and I keep them all in order instead of them just constantly falling out of the box in the cupboard. They've got a couple of batteries here to demonstrate. There we go, I've loaded it up with batteries. I just grab them out of there when I need them. I need more batteries. Gemma's R2D2 just ate me out of AA batteries. Chilli update. Oh, it just gets better and better. It needs a good stir though. Let's give it a stir. Look at that. Wow.
the impressive outline of the boxer.
They look alright.
Oh, smells spicy.
I did extra chilli. Yeah, and it was the one that Grandpa gave us. You had a nice day?
It's been alright. It's been work on a Saturday.
Okay, busy day.
It was busy, yeah, this afternoon wasn't though, so it was like a weird day.
Well, you can have nice chilli now and a nice cold beer. Welcome home.
And whilst they are strong, powerful dogs boxers, you can see that.
You watch.
Puffs, get out my face. Me and the cat are watching the dogs.
Okay. I built the fish finally. I did mention this earlier. And there we go. It's got a mechanism in it. You like that, Gem?
Yeah, it's really good.
It's cute that, isn't it? It is Sunday morning and we are going to the christening. My sister's daughter's christening. My niece's christening, I suppose. This is actually where I grew up when I was about between, obviously, the ages of about 1 and 10-ish. This street here on the right. So it's been a long time since I've wandered around here. And this is the street where I grew up, and there's my primary school at the bottom. And it's very windy today, sorry. And this is the church I used to go to when I was young. I used to live 3 doors from the school at the bottom, and that was my school, and I was late every morning. We're done with the church. I obviously didn't film in a church because it was a church. We're going to go have a little get together now. Probably see you later. Here's that Mickey and Minnie have just turned up to the party.
Best mate, that one, isn't it?
We're home, and it's Monday.
Yeah. I
Did
got
you
my
have-
vlog and dressing gown on.
Did you have a nice day?
Yeah, it was lovely. It was nice to see everybody.
To catch up, wasn't
Yes.
it? Yeah, we came home, we had some food and that.
Yeah. It was a long day, wasn't it? It started early. The kids running around.
It was nice to get out for the weekend, do something, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Well, we did
yeah.
on our last occasion vlog too. So
We did,
we've
yeah.
been
We've
out and
got
about a
2
few
busy
times.
weekends, and next weekend is a weekend off.
Sleeping.
Yay! Nothing planned. Nothing planned.
Apart from meowing cats.
Maybe zoo.
Maybe zoo, yeah. There's a new elephant at the Chester that we could go
Yeah,
and see.
new baby elephant.
And we still need to get up to Lakeland because we've not been since we renewed our membership.
No.
Bad of us. We still renew it every year anyway because we just like it.
It's not expensive
No,
anyway,
it's
is
not.
it?
But yeah, anyway, I think we'll call it for this weekend vlog. No, it's no longer weekend.
Nope.
And if you like what we do, tell a friend. That's me ending. Instead of like and subscribe,
Oh,
if you
read
like what we
it
do,
now.
tell a
Shouldn't have
friend.
said that bit. You should
No.
have just left it. Tell a
I thought
friend.
I'd explain it.
Okay.
I'm
Tell
not
a
going to
friend.
explain it every time. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Tell a friend.